Hello. So, a year in Maine, day 4. Kind of a simple question, really. Complex answer. What do you think of when you think of Maine and January? Well, if you don't think of anything else, generally you think of snow. It snowed overnight, and actually it's a fairly nasty mess of a piece of driving out here, but you know what? Hey, snow happens, and we learn to drive through it. That's just how things are. So, Chevy and I are out running around. We're going to see what we can find. You know, it isn't all peaches and roses up here during a snowstorm. Just ran across a gentleman who, he made an honest mistake. He grabbed his diesel truck, went to the store to start plowing, and he put gas in it. Regular octane gasoline will wreck a diesel engine if it is run in there long enough. I just hope for his sake that it wasn't in there long enough. Ugh. So Chevy and I are driving along on what amounts to an aggravated camp road. For those of you that aren't from up here, almost every lake, pond, stream, any body of water that's a reasonable distance from either a road or a population center has camps on it where people go and spend weekends, sometimes the entire summer. It's a Maine tradition in more ways than one. And these roads are sometimes public, sometimes private. This particular one happens to be a public road maintained, I believe, by either the town or a private individual. It's paved, and it's fairly well traveled. But it definitely does remind one why it's nice to have a four-wheel drive SUV to run around taking pictures of Maine in. I just had to plow through a snowbank that somebody had pushed out of their driveway into the middle of the road. It's another day in Maine. Up and over the hill, okay. Oh, sometimes you get to have some fun driving in the snow, even if it's all-wheel drive. Yeah, it's a good, I do enjoy driving in the snow. It's fun. Well, we're back at a year in Maine world headquarters, and well, after that nice little joyous burst of how fun it is to drive in the snow, coming back, I managed to pull a 180-degree turn without planning on it, coming off of one of the interstate on-ramps. Yeah, so sometimes it's fun to drive in the snow, sometimes it's not fun to drive in the snow. I think it depends largely on if you're slipping and sliding because you wanted to or because you have to. Yeah, the former is fun, the latter not so much. So after all of that nasty driving in snow, I've decided to feature a shot of the day that shows some people having some fun in the snow. Here it is. Snow does not have to be just something that's hazardous to drive in. You can have a lot of fun with it. See you tomorrow.